welcome to my channel. My name is Belle and I do videos on lifestyle, beauty, fashion. I do vlogs, so if that's something you think that you'd find interesting, please do follow along and subscribe. It is completely free. But today's video is going to be a beauty favourites video. This was actually requested off the back of my beauty empties. So today I'm going to go through my makeup favourites, and if you'd like to see videos on skincare favourites, hair care favourites, those sort of videos, do let me know, as I'm more than happy to film those for you guys. I probably will do a skincare one as a follow-up to this one. So just for like context and reference, I'm 38 years old, I have an oily skin type, and I've been doing my makeup since I was about 16. So I just feel like I have a lot of experience and I've tried a lot of products. I'm also a little bit of a makeup addict, so in terms of trying things and wanting to know what's good and what's not, I feel like I've tried a lot. Not everything, obviously, but a lot. The beauty market can just be so overwhelming. But yeah, let's get into the video. I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining this video today and watching. So I thought the best way to do this would be to go into my sort of everyday makeup bag and see what I use, and these, because these are my favourites, and there's a few other bits dotted about as well which I'll bring forward. So let's start with base makeup. I think this is what I've got on today. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Tint. This product is one of those products I thought is going to be overrated. It's not going to be any different to Hollywood Flawless Filter, but oh, it is, and it is beautiful. So it's just a stick form. It's a foundation. It's not really a foundation, it's a skin tint in a stick. This is about how much I've got left. Let's see. Not too much, so I'll need to replace it fairly soon. I wear this in the shade 7 medium, but this product's so beautiful for a few reasons. For travel, can you get any better? It's not ideal having to carry glass bottles in your luggage when you're traveling and things like that, or bulky foundation bottles. This is literally a little stick. It's just so convenient. It doesn't melt, and the effect on the skin, as it says on the tin, it is a glow tint. So you're not going to get full coverage, but you can, you know, get coverage from other products like concealer. But what you are going to get is that filtered, flawless, glowy, aesthetic skin. And I love this so much. So that would be my like #1 product for base. If you want something fuller coverage, I can definitely recommend some other products if you want to have like a review of some other base makeup. So the next product I'm going to show you is a concealer. This concealer is from the brand Il Makiage. It's an online brand only. I don't believe you can actually buy it in shops. It's the most lightweight, beautiful concealer. Again, I'm wearing it today, so I've just got it under my eyes and in a few little places just to highlight where there are any shadows. It melts into the skin, it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't settle into fine lines, and it doesn't break me out. A beautiful formula. It's similar to Hourglass, the Hourglass Vanish. Is it Airbrush Vanish concealer? I'll leave the one that I mean in the description so you know which one I mean. It's similar to that. I think the Hourglass might be marginally better, but it's also twice as expensive. So this one, I think if you get it on subscription, which I do, it works out as around £18 a month, and they give you a free gift every time they send you the concealer. So I've got like foundation brushes, concealer brushes, lip liners, eyeliners, all sorts from this brand, just because it's on a subscription, and I do get through them because I use concealer pretty much every day. If I'm not wearing makeup or much makeup, I'll always still put a bit of concealer under my eyes just to make me look a bit more awake. So yeah, that's that concealer. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend giving it a go, especially for a lightweight concealer. It's not going to give you, like, as again, full coverage, and that's probably going to be a bit of a theme throughout this video, because I have aging skin, like the first signs of aging. Obviously, as I'm approaching 40, I don't want really heavy cakey makeup because that is just going to settle into fine lines. I don't find it particularly necessary to do a big cover-up job as well. I think that less can be definitely more, particularly as you get older, and just in general with your makeup really. I have done a makeup tutorial on my channel already, which is more of a glam look, but I think I'm going to film like more of a natural look as well. I like makeup where it doesn't feel like I'm wearing any makeup. if that is possible, as far as that is possible. Okay, let's move on to a brow product. This one is from Refy, and I think Refy Beauty, they get it right in so many different areas. So this is the Brow Sculpt. It's a hybrid. Well, is it a hybrid? It is a wax essentially, so I'll show you it. It's a white wax, and you brush this through your eyebrows, and then you use the other side, which has a comb and a brush, just to set your eyebrows in place. And this product, your eyebrows will set and stay all day. They look really nicely laminated. It's very good. It's very long lasting. The only criticism I have of this product is that if you do it after foundation, it will react with your foundation and cause that to kind of separate and react with the foundation in a way, so that the foundation kind of separates and congeals together, which is not great because then you need to rub it all off and reapply it again. So my best advice with this would be to apply it, let it set, which takes a few seconds, and then do your foundation or your skin tint or whatever base makeup you're doing afterwards. And when you do your base makeup, then work around the eyebrow, don't sort of work over it, just so the product doesn't interact. But otherwise, I really do love this product. Until recently, it was my absolute favourite. Now it's kind of like maybe joint with another one, which I'll come on to. But yeah, Refy Beauty, the whole aesthetic, the way the products work, they have some really great products. So that is a great brow one. If you'd like to see any of these products in action, so me using them, let me know and I can film a video on like specific items or of makeup, or you'll probably see them in like upcoming makeup tutorials anyway. So let's stick with brows. I think it might be best if we stick to some kind of category system. The next one I'll show you for brows then is the Refy Brow Pencil. This may just be a brow pencil, but I use it for fake freckles. I use it obviously for filling in my brows. I use it for touching up my brows through the day if I need to. For example, today I've just got a different brow product on and I can just literally brush them up with a little brush on here. It's so lovely and fine. And the pencil on this is gorgeous. I've got the shade Dark, and it's so fine. It's like one of those mechanical pencils, so you can really get into the nooks and crannies of your brows, create really defined hair-like strokes. It's very long lasting, and yeah, I really like this. It's a bit more pricey than your sort of like Maybelline brow pencils and things, but I do actually think it's worth it. And yeah, I am a luxury beauty lover. I'm going to put that out there. So you know, I do like my higher end beauty, but I'm all for finding a great dupe, and I'm all for, you know, using more budget friendly makeup if it does perform. But this brow pencil is fabulous. I've got two more. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel. This is just a mini because I wanted to try it and see if it was worth the hype, and it is worth the hype. It's a hybrid between a wax and a gel. And this product will set your brows in place and they wouldn't budge, I'm pretty sure, until you next wash your face. They are stuck to you. So if you did like go over them with your hand, you can feel the products. If you don't like that, you might not like this, but it sets your brows in place all day. They won't budge, and it creates such a lovely soft laminated look. I did a TikTok on this, and I think it really just shows how it really gives you that defined clean girl aesthetic laminated look to your brows. So definitely rate this. Once it's run out, I'll be getting the full size of this one for sure. And then my final brow product, which I've been using since I was, oh my gosh, I think maybe like, I want to say my early 20s, but I'm not sure if like they had a different version before this, but it's the Benefit Gimme Brow. I've just got a mini because I picked this up at the airport a while ago. This is in the shade Dark Brown, or Darkest Brown, I think. It's like, I'll leave everything described, don't worry. And it's kind of rubbered off, but this is such a good product because it gives you like colour and tint to your brow as well as shaping them. So you can go in on your brow like that, and then you can brush up. Sorry if it's a bit messy, I'm just using the viewfinder. and it just adds that like definition, colour and wax without you having to use separate products. So if I'm using this and I want something really quick, really easy, I don't have to go in with a brow pencil if I don't want to, because it's added that colour and definition. It's such a clever product. If you're like a very low maintenance, just want really easy beauty products, this one is fantastic. Let's just check I haven't smudged that all over my face. No, we're good. Okay. That's enough about brows, I think, otherwise we could go on forever. So let's talk about lashes. I am a big mascara lover. I've come to sort of a place at the moment where I try not to wear mascara in the week when I'm working from home if I can, just to give my eyelashes a bit of a rest, because constantly removing mascara every night I feel like can damage your lashes over time. But I do have some favourite mascaras, and it's quite easy for me actually because I have two. So this is the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara from Hourglass. Price point on this is quite high. It's around £30, and it's got one of these soft brushes, but it just creates the most soft, fluttery lashes. I've got it on today. It just, yeah, creates long, soft, fluttery lashes, and it looks like eyelash extensions. I love this product, but equally, I love this one from Maybelline, which is around £10. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Waterproof Mascara, and this has got, what would you call it, a rubber mascara wand. So it's different to the, it's going to focus, it's different to the Hourglass one, but both are, I can't choose between them. So if I'm looking for a bit of luxury, or I pick this up somewhere because I feel like using this one, then that's fine, but I don't think it's any better than this Maybelline one. This one fans out your lashes, creates that false lash effect. It's really buildable. It doesn't like flake, it doesn't sort of like clump together, and the results are really quite dramatic. So I highly, highly recommend this Maybelline mascara. And you can pick it up for about £6 on Amazon. I've seen it, I usually buy it off there because that's often the cheapest place to find it. So that's mascaras. Let's move on to contour. I've only got one product to show you in contour because I was in a kind of love-hate relationship with the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and I don't know what's happened. I just kind of like fell a little bit out of love with it at the moment. Maybe it's the way I'm applying it. I don't know what I'm doing differently. So what I love to use and use most days is this. This is the Westman Atelier Contour Stick in the shade Ganache. They do different colours, so if you want to match it to your skin tone, you can. There's different variations, although I'm pretty sure this is the darkest one, and I don't know, let me know, but if you're a deeper skin tone than me, or a very deep skin tone, I'm not sure if this would be dark enough. But I'm not sure. I have it on today. I don't do go in with like a really heavy contour, so you know, you probably can't see it too well, but it's got the perfect cool toned contour. So it creates such lovely shadows on the face where you want them. It's so easy to use because it's just like a crayon. You literally are drawing where you want your contour, buff it out with a brush, and you're done. I've got all of this sort of detailed on my tutorial for my makeup if you want to see that in more detail. But yeah, it's such a good product. It's pricey. This is the mini. You can get minis on Cult Beauty, so if you want to try the mini first, I would go onto Cult Beauty and get one off there, because I don't think in all of the other places they do the minis and you do the full size. Full size is around £44, so it is quite an investment, but they do last for ages and they're very, very good. Some contours are just far too warm, but that one definitely isn't. So next up then, I'm going to move on to, I think, blushes. I'll show you, I've got so many favourites. I'm trying to pick the creme de la creme, but then I went on and on about the eyebrows, so now I might show you a couple. Let's go with these. These are my, I think, favourite two blushes at the moment. I'm obviously absolutely open to trying new things all the time. I do have the Space NK Advent Calendar this year, so that will allow me to try some more products as well. But this blush, let's start with this one. This is again Westman Atelier. It's in the shade Pop It. It looks like a very bright, alarming pink, but once blended into the skin, it's the most beautiful flush of pink. I honestly feel like it makes you look younger because it makes you look like you've got super rosy flushed cheeks. It's so gorgeous. It blends, like it melts into the skin, so it's very little skill involved, I suppose, in applying the blush. I literally just dot it on either cheek and then buff it out with a stippling brush. Brushes are a whole different thing. I have quite a few different brushes that I really rate, and I might maybe do a separate video on that. I'm not sure. Let me know if you'd like to see that, because I've got some pretty much ride or die holy grail brushes in here, and it's taken me quite a while to curate that collection. But yeah, this blush, beautiful, and I think it would work on most skin tones, but I mean, I didn't expect it to work on my skin tone, and it does. And again, I think they do minis of these, but don't hold me to that, because they might not. But yeah, that's beautiful. Again, expensive, but very long lasting, lasts all day. I've got it on today. You can see it through my highlight. It's just such a beautiful product. I also find if you're just wearing like concealer and a little bit of eyeliner, maybe a little bit of mascara, and this on your cheeks, you just look really fresh faced. And next one then is this one, which is kind of like a blush highlight, I suppose. It's the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer. This is in the shade Rosy. It's described as a hydrating illuminator, and it is gorgeous. It's like this. It's shimmery, it's beautiful, it blends like a dream. It's your highlight in one, so you don't need to add extra highlight, and it's just beautiful for day and night. I think this is what I used in my glam makeup tutorial video. That video though, I filmed it on lower resolution because I used my iPhone camera before I got my new camera, which I'm filming on now, so I may need to update it. But yeah, this product is absolutely stunning. This is the most popular shade, Rosy, and I would say that it probably works for most skin tones, but they do other shades within the range, so just have a look. Dior website's actually really good for showing you the product on different skin tones and kind of like what it would, so you can get an idea of what it would look like maybe if you have a similar skin tone. But obviously if you can go into a concession where there is a Dior counter and try the products, that's probably the best way before making the investment. I think these are around £36, but I always, if I can, try and order on the Dior website because you get beautiful gift wrap, you get free gifts, you get rewards as well for buying the products through the Dior website. So you get like birthday gifts, you get gifts for reaching different tiers. So yeah, if you want to know anything more about that, let me know in the comments and I can give you a bit more information. But that's the Dior rewards program. So that leads me on quite nicely to highlights and my favorite cream highlighter, which is this one. This is the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in gold. It's well used, it's kind of worn off on the back, but if I'm doing like a real glowy highlighted look, maybe more for an evening, although I do use this in the day, I will dot this on the high points of my face and my nose, blend it out, and it just creates the most iridescent, beautifully warm golden glow to your skin, but without looking like you streaked yourself in gold face paint. It's a very beautiful product. Again, let me know if you want to see that on my face, but it's very good. The formula of these, Dior just got them right, I think. Really great products for, also for ease of use, because you're literally dotting them on your face and blending them out. There's no kind of messing about with them. I love that. So another highlight then that is becoming my favourite, I suppose, is this one. It's a limited edition festive highlight from Christian Dior. This is in the shade 2 Coral. It's so beautiful. I've got it on my cheeks today. It's like a lovely corally highlight, as the name states. We also do this in another shade, which is 001 Champagne. I think that's more suited to lighter skin tones. Medium, deeper skin tones, I think this one is potentially more flattering, but I don't know because I haven't tried the other one. But I love the look it gives. It's not too extreme, but it's still there, and it still looks like, you know, you've done your makeup and it's flawless, and you've got that highlight there, and it emphasizes your cheekbones. And I just love it. It glides like a dream. It's absolutely stunning. You can use this year round. Don't need to just use it at Christmas, even though like it's a Christmas edition, but I think you can only buy this at Christmas. So if you did want it, I would probably put in your Christmas request to Santa or treat yourself early, because it is just a limited holiday edition. I'm going to talk about this. This is the Il Maquillage. This is the pencil eyeliner in the shade Antique. It's a waterproof eyeliner, lip liner. It's a waterproof lip liner in the shade Antique. I have it on today. Again, lasts all day. I just don't want to have to keep reapplying makeup, so I really like really long lasting products that just kind of like stand you in good stead for the majority of the day. Obviously you expect to top up when you're like eating and stuff like that, but yeah, this is a very, very good lip liner, and it's a beautiful kind of rosy neutral pink. If you can just see, I can scribble that on there. So I'd say again, it probably is suitable to a lot of skin tones, but it's one of those things that you kind of need to try. I discovered this as a free gift with the concealer from Il Maquillage, and yeah, I've been a repurchaser since because it's so good. And then sticking with lips, this gloss, that's the one I have on. It's from Maybelline. It's the Lifter Gloss, and this is in the shade 009 Topaz. And these lip glosses are really affordable, being Maybelline, and they're just so beautifully glossy. And they also make your lips look fuller, and you can get them on Amazon, so for convenience. But they make your lips look fuller and nice and shiny, but without kind of that tingly effect to your lips, which I don't personally like. I really feel like a bit of gloss that gives your lips some volume, which in turn just helps your face and your general features just to look overall younger and more vibrant and alive. So I love that gloss. It's actually really low. I think I'm going to have to reorder some of that, but it's a beautiful gloss and they do lots of different shades. So if that one's not your thing, then I'm sure there'll be a shade there that's good for you. And they're really long lasting again, but not sticky. I really don't like a sticky lip gloss. I've got so many other lip products I could recommend to you, but I'm not going to in the interest of time and the fact this video is already getting long. So I'm just going to go through 3 more products with you, and then if you want to see some more, let me know and I can maybe do more in depth about some other products that aren't my like absolute favorites, but they're up there. So this is the Dior Lip Glow. It's the Colour Reviver Balm, and it's what it says on the tin really. It's like a tinted lip balm. What's so lovely about this product is the way it goes onto your lips, the way it lasts all day, and the colour. This colour is so gorgeous, and I really find it a flattering colour because it's also quite sheer, so you don't have that heavy lipstick look. It's the Dior Addict Lip Glow in 057, which is the shade Shimmer Cinnamon. You can see there's a bit of a shimmer there and a sort of a bit of a brown tone to it. And I tend to be drawn to colours like this for my lips. I do think they work quite well with my skin tone, but also a lot of skin tones. So that's a really beautiful product and such lovely packaging. For these, you can also get the like holiday edition lipstick cases for them, which are the same print as the Christian Dior holiday edition other products like this. So it just looks so bougie, and having that in your handbag is just gorgeous for like little touch-ups, taking that out your handbag. I love that. And that reminds me, I mustn't forget to mention, well, I suppose it falls into skincare. I was going to say the Dior hand cream, but I'll mention that in my skincare video because that's another handbag. I feel handbag essential in very big inverted commas because it's so lovely. Okay, so final 2 products then. Chanel Cream Bronzer. I feel like a lot of people know about this already. It's been viral on TikTok and places like that. This is in the shade 395 Soleil Tan Deep Bronze. I do sometimes wear it as a bronzer, but what I really wear it for is eye makeup, basically. So I swirl my eyeshadow brush into the product, just like this, and I go over my eye and up into my crease, because the colour complements my skin tone. It's not too heavy, it's not too dark. I feel like it's quite flattering in the eye area, and if I put anything too harsh in my eye area, like a really dark eyeshadow, it just makes me look more hooded, it makes my eyes look heavy, and I feel like it ages me a bit. So a lighter product is really, really great. The formula on this is stunning. It lasts all day again. It's creamy, it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything, and it just blends absolutely beautifully. And because if you do use this as an eye product, it's going to last you like forever, because there's so much of it and you don't need much for your eyes. So that's what I use it for. As a bronzer on me, it's okay, but I think it's probably a little bit light for my skin tone. That's the Chanel bronzer. There are other lovely cream bronzers, but I'd say this one is my favourite. And finally, I'm going to end with my, I suppose, my absolute favourite makeup product ever, which is the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. This is the best face powder on the market, and for some reason I have felt it my mission over years to be trying to find something to compete with this when I already had the IT product, because it's just so good. Again, I have this on today, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but I've had this on since 6:30 a.m. this morning, and it just stays all day. I've got really oily skin, and so the powder needs to really work, and this really does its job. It stops that shine from developing, but it doesn't stop the luminosity coming through from your other more glowy skincare and makeup products. It also makes your makeup look flawless, stops creasing under your eyes. You can use it as like a, almost like a contour, so I put it down the sides of my nose and under my cheek, and it sharpens everything up. It's so beautiful. It deserves a video in its own right. It's so good. So that's the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, which you can buy pretty much everywhere. And I also have such a cute mini of this, which I use when I go traveling, because, well, I don't really need to. It was a bit of a fad, but it just fits more in your makeup bag. So they do a travel edition. But if you wanted to try it before you buy the big pot, then you can get the travel, which is around £15 or something, I think. So that's everything in my makeup favourites currently. Obviously that can evolve over time, but I'm pretty set in my ways and routine with my makeup and things. Some of these are fairly new discoveries though, so as I say, it is constantly evolving. I really, really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm just starting out on YouTube, and so far I've just found it the most lovely, positive platform. It's just a wonderful platform to be on. And even though I'm only like in the very early stages, I already feel like so passionate about creating videos for you guys, and I've got so many different ideas. If there's anything you'd like to see, obviously let me know. But if you have made it this far, let me know if you've tried any of the beauty products that I've mentioned, if there are any you're going to try, if you haven't tried any, or is there a beauty product that I haven't mentioned that is like your holy grail and one of your favourites. Do let me know in the comments. I'm so interested to hear, and I love hearing other people's recommendations about things. That's how you discover things, isn't it, really? So if you think I've also missed off a category or anything like that, do let me know as well. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video.